kind of go with me. Can you imagine not having a care in the world, and then in a matter of hours, your life is consumed by the disease of meningitis, which could leave you without the ability to walk in a matter of hours? That's what happened to Jamie Schanbaum, and she's here to spread the word about surviving this disease. I mean, you were just a carefree, normal girl.
Exactly.
In 2008.
Before I got sick, I was going to UT. It was my sophomore year of school. I had a final on Friday, and Wednesday night, it all happened within 14 hours.
How did it affect you? Did you get a headache, or did you collapse? Or?
Right. The thing about meningitis, it can get misdiagnosed sometimes often, and that's why we encourage the vaccine. So when I got sick, I basically was nauseous, and then I noticed my limbs were sensitive to like the tile floors, and then the next morning I noticed how my body was shutting down. I couldn't really walk, I couldn't hold myself up, and it was all very bizarre. And then I was in the hospital within a couple hours from then, not able to leave for 7 months, where I left without my fingers and legs.
All right, I'm imagining you going through this, and then I'm imagining your mom going through this. Let's meet her mom and take a listen.
Well, how it first started was it was so quick. You get a phone call that Jamie's going into the hospital, and into a couple hours later that Jamie's being put on dialysis, to me going and seeing her in ICU, where, by the way, she remained for like 3 months. And so it was a quick, I mean, you don't even have time to even think about it. You're more concerned that, you know, is your daughter going to survive this?
Oh, can I, because I don't know, I don't even know where to begin in such a short time.
Right.
Were your hands amputated, or you?
Correct.
Because that was where the disease was situated?
Yeah.
And then your feet?
Yes. So when I was admitted into the hospital, I was put on dialysis and the ventilator within the first couple days. And then over time, I noticed I was waking up and saw my limbs go from red to purple to black to, unfortunately, rotting off my body. And I had to deal with that for a couple months, where they had them amputated, and then I dealt with staying and recovering in the hospital for 5 more months. I was there for a long time. It's not a fun experience, to say the least.
Were you on a lot of drugs?
Yes, I was.
Well, I mean, I can't imagine not being in a situation like that.
Yeah, I was definitely, my body was devastated. My whole family was, and our experience there was very lifeless, I would say.
And may I ask you something? After the amputations, did people begin to treat you differently?
In a social aspect of people who did not know me, yes. I mean, there are some hesitations if you are not ready for a handshake from me, but it's okay. But in general, I would say that it's been an adjustment period, but I've definitely gained my confidence quite quickly, and I think that's great thanks to my family and friends who treated me with great amount of normalcy.
I'm going to ask you, you want to spread the word about this.
Yes.
So tell me how you're going to do that, and tell me exactly what you want people to know.
What I want people to know is that this disease is very scary. You know, you're not in a hospital or in a doctor's office finding out that you have this disease and getting a prescription, go to Walgreens, and then you're done. You're in the hospital fighting for your life. I had a 20% chance of living. And
you wanted to live.
And I did want to live. And I had a purpose, and I wanted to make sure everyone was aware about the disease, because if someone told me, this could have all been prevented.
It could have?
It could have been prevented.
How?
With the vaccine. And that's why the disease is scary.
So that's what we're doing now, is this vaccine. And a lot of people are scared of vaccines.
Correct. And I understand how it can be worrisome, but a lot of people always come up to me and say, you know, I'm concerned about getting the vaccine. It's like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, I didn't get the disease, and I could have died. That's right. It's about Russian roulette. If you don't want the vaccine, you are risking your life.
And may I ask you, then, you would tell people to talk to your physician?
Yes, without a doubt.
And see if this is the way to go. And
correct.
I tell you, you're something else. I'd like about 3 hours with you so you could tell people how to take a devastating illness, a catastrophe,
Yes.
and sit here today with a smile on your face and a purpose in life to go on.
Thank you.
And I tell you, it is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. And for more details, check out National Meningitis Association here in the U.S. and also the jamiegroup.org. Go there, learn more about this, and we're back with more broadcasts right after this. I love you, Jamie.
Thank you.